Gigi, are you still working from home? That's kinda lame, isn't it?
Hi, Emily. Wow, it's been a while. What exactly do you mean by lame?
Come on! You don't have any kids or anything, right? So why are you stuck at home all the time? If I were you, I'd go nuts! Don't you think it's time to actually rejoin society?
I'm not sure what you're confused about, but I am a part of society. Remote work is normal these days. It doesn't mean I'm not working or that I'm shut in.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Anyway, I assume you heard about my wedding, right?
If it's whatever, then why bring it up? But yes, I've heard. Congratulations.
Thanks! So, about Sam, my fiancé, he just got a job offer from a major company. Isn't that amazing? Only fitting for my future husband, right? And the best part, some of his new colleagues are even coming to the wedding!
That makes sense. He interned there, and I remember he did some contract work with them last year, too.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Nothing. Forget I said anything. Either way, congrats to both of you.
So, since it's a high-profile wedding now, we're aiming for a ceremony that reflects that, obviously, which means we kinda don't want people from the bottom rung showing up.
I'm sorry, what did you just say? Bottom rung?
Oh, no, don't get the wrong idea. It's not like I hate you or anything just because you're my brother-in-law's wife. I'm just saying, objectively, you kinda give off that vibe, you know?
Calling someone bottom rung isn't just a passing comment, Emily. If you're saying that to my face, you must really mean it. So tell me, why exactly do you think that way?
Honestly, you look so plain. Your clothes are always cheap looking. It's not like you own any designer stuff, right? You always show up looking like you just grabbed something off the clearance rack, and you expect to sit among executives at my wedding? Talk about awkward!
So, you're judging me based solely on what I wear, and using that as a reason to call me bottom tier? Emily, that's not just rude, it's petty and shallow.
Ugh, come on! I'm just being real! I have an image to maintain, okay? Do you know how embarrassing it would be to have someone show up in a wrinkled blouse while I'm surrounded by people in Gucci and Dior?
Are you planning a wedding or curating a runway show?
Whatever. Point is, you just don't fit the vibe we're going for, and I think you know that too.
You know what's ironic, Emily? For someone who just got her first foot in the door of a corporate world she doesn't even understand yet, you sure talk like you're royalty. Let me ask you something. Do you even know what I do?
You work on a laptop at home. Something with documents and meetings, right?
I run a consulting business. I've been managing accounts for startups and overseas clients for the past 7 years. Some of the executives you're bragging about, they know me by name because I've helped get funding for some of their departments.
Okay, sure. If that's what helps you sleep at night, still, appearances matter. No one cares what you say you do if you don't look the part.
I care more about substance than polish, but fine. If you want to keep playing this game of status and surface impressions, go ahead. Just know you're alienating people who've been nothing but polite to you.
Oh, please. I'm just being honest. It's not like I need you there anyway. Sam agreed with me, by the way.
That's interesting. Because the Sam I've known for years, the one who once worked under my team on a project, never struck me as someone who'd look down on people just for not wearing a logo on their chest.
You're lying. You never worked with Sam. He never mentioned you.
Of course he didn't. He was a junior contractor trying to find his footing. You really think he'd bring up how he got his first shot through his brother's wife?
You're bluffing.
Think what you want. I kept quiet because it was never about credit for me. But now that you've made it clear how little you respect me, I see no reason to spare your ego.
You're just bitter because you're not the one marrying into prestige.
No, I'm secure in the life I built with the partner I chose. I don't need to weaponize a wedding to feel powerful. But you're already acting like your marriage is a transaction, something to show off, not something to build on.
You're unbelievable!
You wanted me out of your wedding. Fine, I won't be attending, but let me give you a final piece of advice.
Don't need it!
You clearly do. If you keep measuring people's worth by how expensive their clothes are, you're going to find yourself surrounded by shallow smiles and empty compliments. And you'll wonder why no one truly has your back when you need them.
Save the lecture. I'm busy.
Enjoy your big day, Emily. You'll get the fancy photos and the polished speeches, but let's see how long it lasts once the glitter fades.
You okay? You've been quiet ever since you checked that message. Something happen?
Yeah, it's about Emily's wedding. She kind of told me not to come. Well, not directly. But you know how she is. Passive-aggressive, wrapped in glitter. She made it very clear she doesn't want me there.
Wait, what? She actually said that?
In her own little way, she said something about the wedding being high profile now with Sam's new job and all, then went on to say that she didn't want anyone from the bottom rung ruining the vibe. She practically called me an eyesore.
What the hell? That's completely out of line. Does she seriously think Sam got that job on his own? You're the reason he even got noticed in the first place. You vouched for him. You gave him his first proper opportunity.
I know, but I never told her. I doubt she even knows. I'm pretty sure both of them think it was all thanks to your connections, that you pulled some strings behind the scenes.
Well, I did mention your name when they asked for recommendations, but the real push came from your mentoring. You helped him get that internship. He wouldn't have even known how to structure his resume without your guidance.
Exactly, but I've always been in the background, and I didn't feel the need to brag. I never asked for credit, and since I barely interacted with Sam directly in the company, I doubt he ever really connected the dots.
Do you think he'll realize at the wedding?
Eventually, maybe. If not then, perhaps later down the line. But honestly, that's not even the point right now. The real issue is the way Emily talked to me, like I'm some embarrassing distant relative she wants to hide.
What the hell is wrong with her? Even if she doesn't know about your part in Sam's career, how can she speak to family like that? Especially to you. You've never done anything but be polite and distant like she clearly wanted.
She used to adore you, you know, back when she was a teenager. She looked up to you so much. When we got married, I think she felt like I took you away from her. She used to say little things, snide comments, digs. I thought she'd outgrown it. We hadn't talked much in recent years, and I assumed we'd just found a healthy distance.
I had no idea she was still holding on to all that. It's been, 6 years?
Yeah. I thought we'd finally settled into being civil, but apparently that was just wishful thinking on my part.
I'll talk to her.
No, don't. That might just make it worse. She'll think I came running to you to tattle or make her look bad.
But Gigi, she insulted you. She practically banned you from her own wedding. That's my sister, and she's completely out of line.
I know, but I also know how she is. If you say something, it'll become a whole dramatic mess. Right now, she's just being petty. Letting it slide might be the smarter move, for now at least.
Okay, but are you seriously going to skip the wedding?
That was my first instinct. Honestly, I was so humiliated and angry I wanted to block her right then and there.
But you can't skip it. You're part of the family. And what about Riley? Didn't she ask you to give the toast at the reception?
She did. And you're right. I can't just vanish and let someone like Emily make me feel small. That would only give her what she wants.
That's the Gigi I know.
I'll go. I'll hold my head high, wear whatever I damn well please, and be the professional, composed woman she clearly can't stand. I'm not giving her the satisfaction of thinking she got to me.
Good. And listen, if she says anything out of line at the wedding, you let me handle it.
I appreciate that, I really do. But you know how it is. When men get involved in these kinds of messy emotional fights between women, it tends to spiral out of control. It becomes about defending your wife and he said, she said. Let me try to handle it myself. If I can find a way to smooth things over, or at least neutralize her attitude, I'll do it.
All right, but the moment she crosses a line, you let me know. I won't stand by and let anyone disrespect you, especially not someone who owes you more than she knows.
Thanks. Really, thank you. It means a lot to know you've got my back.
Always. And don't forget, no one shines brighter than you when you're just being yourself, designer dress or not.
Careful, you're starting to sound like my motivational speaker.
Just giving credit where it's due.
Hey, didn't I specifically tell you not to come to the wedding? God, you seriously showed up looking like that? You're an eyesore. If you had to come, couldn't you at least try to be invisible?
Invisible? What exactly do you mean by that? I didn't come here to cause problems or to stir things up. I only wanted to be respectful and maintain the peace between us. I really hoped you'd be mature enough to read the room as well.
Wow, you're the one who can't read the room. Do you even realize who's attending this wedding? My husband's bosses, future co-workers, they're all here. I don't need someone from the bottom of the social ladder hanging around. You should have just stood in a corner and pretended to be a stranger.
Understood.
And don't you dare speak to anyone. Actually, you know what? Just get divorced already. The faster you're out of this family, the better.
If that's really how you feel, then fine. I'll pretend we don't know each other, as you requested.
Hey, what the hell happened? What did you do?
Excuse me?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. The entire vibe was off. Everyone was cold, like I wasn't even there. My husband's co-workers barely looked at me. Even when I asked, no one would explain anything. And Peter just told me, ask Gigi. Then he left. Why is no one treating me like the bride? It was supposed to be my day.
I simply did what you asked. I played the role of a stranger, remember? Didn't even do the toast. You noticed that, didn't you?
Wait, that's why no one did the toast? The MC looked so awkward. Are you saying you deliberately sabotaged my wedding?
No sabotage at all. You told me to act like a stranger, so I did. But I suppose when the CEO pretends to be a stranger, it sends a signal, doesn't it?
CEO? Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm the CEO of Sam's company. The one he just got hired into.
What? That makes no sense! Sam only got the job thanks to Peter's connections. Why would you be involved?
Because Peter is my secretary.
What?
I met my husband at our company. Peter proved himself highly capable, so I promoted him, my right-hand man. Eventually, that relationship blossomed into a marriage. As for Sam, he interned with us during university. Later, when I learned he was becoming family, I offered him a full-time position. I thought it would be a nice gesture. That's why so many employees were here today. They assumed it was a company wedding, since the CEO's relative was getting married.
No, none of this makes any sense. Peter never told us that. Sam doesn't know either.
Sam may have seen my name on internal documents, but we've never met personally at work. It's possible he never connected the dots.
Still, why wouldn't Peter say anything? If you're his boss and his wife, why hide that?
Because we both knew how you felt about me.
What?
You never liked me. Even early on, you made passive-aggressive comments, tried to undermine me, acted cold. Peter and I both knew that if you found out I was the CEO and that Sam's job offer came from me, not him, you'd throw a fit. So, we decided to keep it quiet. I was going to give the toast tonight, formally introduce myself. But when you told me to disappear, we figured it was best to let you face the consequences of your own behavior.
So this was some trap? You set me up?
Don't twist it. You gave the order. You said I was beneath you, that I should stand in the corner, pretend not to exist. You even told me to get divorced. You dehumanized me, so I did exactly what you wanted.
This is so messed up. You ruined my wedding! I was humiliated in front of everyone!
You humiliated yourself. You insulted someone who not only welcomed you into the family, but quietly helped you behind the scenes. I kept your secrets. I let your cruelty slide for years. But today, you crossed a line, and now you're facing the fallout.
What secrets? I haven't done anything wrong!
You called me pathetic, cheap, bottom of the ladder. Then you told me to pretend I didn't exist. You demanded I divorce my husband just so you wouldn't be embarrassed. And now you're surprised the room felt cold? You reaped exactly what you sowed.
Ugh, this is unbelievable! Peter's going to hear about this. I'll tell him how you manipulated everything. He'll side with me. You'll see.
Go ahead. Peter already knows everything. And for the record, he said your behavior today was disgraceful.
No, Peter wouldn't say that. He's always on my side. He loves me. You must have turned him against me. You probably told him lies.
I didn't have to tell him anything. He watched it all unfold. Your attitude, your cruelty, it spoke for itself.
No, this is all wrong. I was the bride. It was supposed to be my day. You turned everyone against me.
They didn't need any help. When they saw how you treated me, they made their own judgments. You embarrassed your own family in front of your husband's future colleagues, and you think I'm the problem?
I can't believe this. This is so unfair. You've all been looking down on me, laughing at me behind my back.
Not laughing, just finally seeing you clearly.
You're horrible. I hate you. I never want to see your face again. We're done. You're nothing to me anymore.
You sure about that?
Absolutely. I never want to hear your name again. I'm cutting you out of my life forever.
Fine by me. Please don't contact me again. Good luck with your marriage. Oh, and congratulations.
Gigi, what the hell is going on?
Emily, didn't you cut ties with me just yesterday? I could have sworn you said you'd never contact me again. So what is it this time?
Sam's job offer. It got revoked? What the hell is that supposed to mean? He had the job. It was confirmed.
Oh, no, not revoked exactly. We've simply decided not to hire him as a full-time employee. He's still welcome to continue working as a temp, so technically nothing's changed, right?
Are you serious right now? He was supposed to become a permanent employee. This was supposed to be a huge step forward for us, financially, emotionally, everything. Why are you suddenly yanking that away?
Well, you're the one who told me you wanted to sever all ties, remember?
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with this.
Actually, it has everything to do with this. Permanent employment comes with a long-term commitment, years, potentially decades, of working at my company. That means staying connected to me, whether you like it or not. But you made it abundantly clear that you wanted no such connection.
That's not what I meant, and you know it! You're twisting my words!
Am I? You said you never wanted to see me again. I'm simply helping you honor that wish.
You can't just punish Sam for something I said. He has nothing to do with this. He was finally getting a stable position, a decent paycheck. We were starting to feel secure. How could you take that away like it's nothing?
Because it isn't nothing. It's a serious role in my company, and when I hire someone permanently, I expect transparency, integrity, and mutual respect. And since Sam is your husband, and you're the one who decided to burn every bridge between us, I have to consider the bigger picture.
Unbelievable! So now you're telling me this is my fault?
Isn't it? Let's talk facts, shall we? Peter told me something the other day. Sam came to him asking if his salary would increase once he went full-time. Seems normal, right?
Yeah, so what? That's a totally reasonable question.
Except the numbers he quoted were weird. He said he's been surviving on less than $1,000 a month. That after paying rent and commuting costs, he barely had money left to eat. That doesn't sound right for someone working as much overtime as he has.
Okay, I don't know what kind of game you're playing, but this is getting ridiculous. I don't have time for this. Just put him back on the full-time track.
Running away now? Emily, be honest. You've been taking Sam's paycheck, haven't you? Skimming off the top, maybe even more than half, and telling him it's his whole salary?
Excuse me? Are you accusing me of stealing from my own husband? That's completely insane. How dare you?
You can shout all you want, but Peter and I already know. And you can yell at me all day, but the truth's out. Sam's checking his bank records right now. Peter sent him everything this morning.
Wait, no. You're saying that little comment you made during the wedding about me having skeletons in my closet? This was it? This is what you meant?
Bingo. I didn't bring it up earlier because I was still hoping you'd act with even a shred of decency. But then you mocked me at your wedding, ordered me to stand in the corner, and told me to divorce my husband. That was the last straw.
You're out of your mind! You think you can just waltz into my marriage and start stirring the pot? This is between Sam and me. It's none of your business.
It became my business the moment you made Sam part of my company. The only reason I even considered hiring him full-time was because he was marrying into my extended family. But since you disowned me yesterday, that no longer applies. And as for Sam finding out about the missing money, that wasn't me. That was Peter. As his older brother, he felt a responsibility to speak up.
Peter told him he had no right.
He had every right. He's watched you manipulate Sam for months, treat him like a paycheck instead of a partner. This wasn't about money. This was about control. You wanted to trap him, cut him off from the truth, so you could play the perfect housewife while secretly hoarding his wages.
Oh, spare me the lecture! You're acting like some saint, but you're just meddling where you don't belong! You're loving every second of this, aren't you?
I'm loving nothing. This is all incredibly sad. I didn't want it to end this way, but I warned you. You pushed me too far. You underestimated me, you insulted me, and worst of all, you humiliated your own husband.
God, this is unreal! You've completely destroyed my life! You're toxic! I'm done with you! Don't ever contact me again!
Oh, now you're really done? For real this time? Great! That works out perfectly for me too.
You think you've won, don't you? Well, joke's on you. Sam and I are still married, and we'll figure something out!
Are you sure about that? Because something tells me Sam might be rethinking that arrangement right about now.
No, he wouldn't.
I guess we'll see. He's a kind man, Emily, but even kind people have their limits.
You ruined everything!
You did that yourself. All I did was stop protecting you.
You're horrible!
Goodbye, Emily. And for what it's worth, congratulations on your wedding. Hope it was everything you dreamed of.
Sam checked and found that more than half of his salary had been disappearing every month. Turns out Emily had been pocketing it the whole time. I'm honestly so disappointed in her.
I actually know what she was using that money for.
Wait, what? What do you mean using it for something? What are you talking about?
Well, you know how I sometimes work at cafes when I want a change of pace, right?
Yeah?
I happened to see her, a few times actually. Emily going in and out of the slot parlors behind the station pretty regularly.
Emily? Gambling? Are you serious? You're saying she's been blowing Sam's money on patches slot or something? I had no idea.
I mean, I can't say for certain that all of it went there, but that's where I saw her. And you know how it is lately. There's been a rise in housewives getting addicted to those machines. It's not uncommon anymore.
God, that explains a lot. All this time I thought Sam was just tight with his spending, but he's been walking around with barely anything in his account. He thought it was just temporary because of the supposed delay in getting full-time status, but she's been taking his paychecks and gambling them away.
That's what it looks like.
Why didn't you tell me this earlier? If you'd said something, I could have told Sam everything today all at once. We had the chance to lay it all out, this whole twisted game she's been playing.
I know. I thought about it. But, in the end, I decided not to.
What? Why not?
Because I don't think it's our place anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, look, we already stepped in and told him the most important part about the salary, about the deceit. That was Peter's responsibility as his brother, and that was already a huge deal. But when it comes to what she used that money for, or how their marriage is really going to move forward after this, that's between them now, not us.
Yeah, but...
Think about it. If it were you, if your partner had been hiding something that huge, and then your in-laws suddenly came in and dropped the bomb that your wife had been gambling your money away, wouldn't you just feel humiliated, angry, like your whole life was a joke?
Yeah, I guess you're right. If I'd known about this before today, I definitely would have told him everything without thinking twice. But hearing it from your own family, it'd cut even deeper.
Exactly. That's why I held back. Not because I wanted to protect Emily. Believe me, I don't owe her anything. But because Sam deserves to figure this out on his own terms, with dignity.
I respect that. You always know where to draw the line, even when I don't.
Thanks. Besides, if what we already revealed wasn't enough of a wake-up call for him, nothing will be. And if he does go digging on his own and finds the gambling or whatever else, at least he'll be the one to put the pieces together. That matters.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I guess now we just step back.
That's the best thing we can do. Let them handle their mess. We've done what we had to.
And Emily, you still don't want to have anything to do with her, do you?
No, I've made up my mind. I know she's your sister, and I hate that it's come to this, but I can't pretend anymore. I've seen too much, and honestly, I'm exhausted. I don't want someone like her anywhere near our lives anymore.
I understand, and I'm sorry. I really am. I wish I could say she wasn't like this. I wish I could say I didn't see it coming. But now that I look back, the signs were there, I just didn't want to admit it.
That's how it always is with family. We overlook things until it's too late.
Yeah, but this time I'm with you. She's crossed too many lines. I don't think there's any coming back from this. At least not anytime soon.
Then let's not force it. Let her deal with the consequences. If she learns something from it, fine. If she doesn't, that's her choice. But it won't be our problem anymore.
Exactly. I'm done giving her second chances. She's had enough.
So, from now on, we keep our distance. We live our lives. And if Sam ever needs us, really needs us, we'll be there. But not before.
That's fair. He's got a lot to figure out, and it won't be easy. But maybe this is what he needed. Maybe now he'll see her clearly for the first time.
Maybe. And maybe he'll finally realize he deserves better.
Sam found out. He was furious. So, yeah, I figured I should at least apologize to you too. He said he's looking for someone else to replace me anyway, so I'm out.
Good. That's exactly what he should do. And while we're at it, stop going to those nightclubs.
What? Wait, what did you just say? How do you know about that?
Relax. I haven't told Peter. I made up a convenient excuse when it came to where your money was going. Told him it was probably just poor budgeting. You know, part of my job involves late-night dinners with clients, especially near those business districts. I saw you. Not once. Multiple times. Outside the same clubs, always dressed up, always alone, but never really alone.
You knew all this time?
Let's just say I had someone look into it. It wasn't hard. You're not exactly subtle. You've been frequenting that place for weeks, maybe months, and those girls you were hanging around with, they aren't just your friends. You weren't drinking casually. You were spending heavily. Giving money away to men who see you as nothing more than a desperate source of cash.
Stop, please. Please stop. I didn't know anyone saw me. I didn't think... No, I mean, I just didn't want anyone to know.
Well, I know. And for now, I've kept it between us. But let me make one thing very clear. If you ever try to worm your way back into our lives, if you so much as try to cling to Peter again, or lean on Sam with more lies, or come crying to us like we owe you a second chance, I will say something to everyone.
No, please, don't do that. Sam already hates me. Peter doesn't even return my calls. Even my parents, they've stopped defending me. If this gets out, if they find out where I've been, what I've really been doing, it's over for me. Please, I'm begging you.
Then stay out of our lives, completely. I'm not going to help you destroy the people I care about. You made your choices, Emily. You stole from your husband. You gambled away his trust, literally and figuratively. And now you want what? Sympathy? Redemption?
I just want to fix it. I know I messed up. I know I can't take it back. But if I could just start over.
Then start over without us. Be an adult. Get a job. Learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. Stop looking for someone to clean up after your messes. Because no one's coming to rescue you this time.
Okay, I get it. I really do. Just don't tell them, please. Don't ruin whatever tiny bit of dignity I have left.
If, and only if, you keep your word. If you stay away from Peter, if you stop using Sam. If I don't hear even a rumor of you coming back into our lives in some manipulative, pitiful way, then I'll keep this secret.
I swear I won't bother you again. I'll disappear. You'll never have to see me again, I promise. Just don't destroy me.
I don't need to destroy you, Emily. You're doing a good job of that all on your own. I'm just making sure you don't take anyone else down with you.
I understand. I really do.
Good, but don't mistake my silence for forgiveness. You hurt people. You betrayed people. That doesn't vanish just because you say sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Then that's it. Goodbye, Emily. I hope your job search goes well. You're going to need more than a resume to fix what you've broken. After everything that happened, my husband and I never saw Emily again. There haven't been any calls or messages between us either. It's been complete silence. But from what Peter's parents told us, it seems Emily's husband eventually managed to find work at a local company. And Emily herself started working part-time to make ends meet. They're somehow getting by, just barely, I'd imagine. The fact that we haven't heard anything from them since, I can't help but wonder if that final warning I gave them hit its mark. Maybe she finally realized that pushing people too far has consequences. To be honest, I don't hold out any desire to reconnect. We're still technically related through marriage, so I suppose there's always the possibility we'll run into each other at a family event someday. But if that day ever comes, I know one thing for sure. Emily will never again dare to act high and mighty with me. That part of our history is over. She crossed the line once, and she paid the price. It's strange, really. All those smug glances, passive-aggressive jabs, the entitlement, gone, replaced by silence. And I think maybe, just maybe, she's finally realized something important. You can't go around treating others like garbage and expect the world to keep handing you chances. If she's learned that lesson, if she's learned to respect the people around her, even just a little, then maybe all of this wasn't for nothing. Maybe the stress, the tension, the confrontation, maybe it had a purpose. Sometimes people need a wake-up call, and if standing up for myself gave her that, then I don't regret a thing. In the end, you really shouldn't pick the wrong person to make your enemy. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
I'm so excited for the wedding, aren't you, Clara? It's gonna be absolutely perfect, a day we've dreamed of for so long. I can already picture it, the beautiful setting, our closest friends and family, and you walking down the aisle towards me. It's truly going to be the most magical day of our lives, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, Mark, I suppose so. I mean, it's certainly a date on the calendar.
It's a small ceremony, but that's perfectly fine, right, Clara? Neither of us really wanted a huge, elaborate wedding. We've talked about this. Just something intimate, a reflection of our quiet love. You're so incredibly shy. You even insisted on keeping our relationship a secret from everyone at work, which I found endearing. It just added to your mysterious charm, your desire for privacy. It made our love feel even more special, a private world just for us.
Mark, what exactly are you talking about? And also, could you please stop calling me by my first name? It's standard protocol for colleagues to address each other by their last names. My last name is Miss Davies.
See? It's exactly because you're so shy and reserved, Clara, that nobody at work ever caught on to our blossoming romance. Your little blushes and averted gazes just made it seem like you were naturally timid, not deeply in love and trying to keep it under wraps. But seriously, when we're just texting, it's okay, isn't it? We're not in the office now. Why are you being so cold and distant with me all of a sudden? It's quite disheartening. My parents are already so excited for the big day. They keep asking about you. Oh, and speaking of preparations, maybe you should consider visiting a spa or getting some beauty treatments. I don't mean to be rude, Clara, but I noticed you put on a little weight recently. You'd be mortified to show up at our wedding looking, well, less than your absolute best, wouldn't you? It's our special day, and you'll want to look radiant for me, for us. And honestly, I don't want to see you looking anything less than perfect either. My expectations are high. After we're married, please try not to gain any more weight. Do try to maintain your appearance, my dear. It's important for both of us.
Please, I implore you, cease making such utterly inappropriate comments. They are incredibly rude, deeply disrespectful, and entirely uncalled for. I would be immensely grateful if you would refrain from contacting me in this manner in the future. These messages only serve to make me feel profoundly uncomfortable, and frankly, I perceive absolutely no benefit whatsoever from receiving them. There is nothing to be gained from this interaction, and I want it to stop.
Huh? What's with this sudden frostiness, Clara? What happened? One minute you're all smiles and subtle hints, the next you're this. Women are just, I swear, completely incomprehensible sometimes. You send mixed signals. You act one way, then another. But hey, it's a good thing, isn't it? The fact that you have such a pretty face is precisely why I even acknowledged you in the first place. It's why you caught my eye and stood out from everyone else in the office. Your beauty is what set you apart.
That's enough. Please, just stop. You are being completely inappropriate, and your words are making me extremely uncomfortable. If you have no legitimate business with me, and by legitimate, I mean work-related business, not this delusional personal fantasy, then I am ending this conversation right now. I would greatly appreciate it if you would refrain from any further personal contact with me, ever. Please, I beg you, respect my boundaries. Goodbye. Liam, are you home yet? I really need to talk to you. I mean, this is kind of serious too, so if you could please get back to me kind of quickly, I would really, really appreciate it.
Almost done, Clara. Just wrapping up a few things here. Sorry, I got a bit caught up with work today. What's wrong? You sound a little upset.
You know that person, Mark? He sent me another one of his incredibly strange and unsettling messages. It just put me in such a foul mood, Liam. I feel completely drained and disgusted. I was really hoping I could talk to you about it, just to get it off my chest and maybe get some advice on how to handle him. It's becoming unbearable.
Oh no, not the delusional prince again, is it? I thought he'd finally gotten the hint after our manager had a word with him. He's been surprisingly quiet lately.
That's exactly who it is, Liam. He is back with a vengeance. I honestly wonder if he still genuinely believes there's some kind of ongoing romantic relationship between us. It's terrifying the way he behaves. I'm being advised not to say anything too direct to him yet, in case it somehow provokes him further, so I haven't actually said anything to him directly. It's really a tricky situation, Liam, and I don't want to make things worse.
Maybe I should just say something to him directly, soon? It's becoming clear that a gentle hint isn't going to cut it with him. I thought the section chief had already explained things to him quite gently after the last incident.
Gently won't even register with the prince, will it? He's practically a walking, breathing embodiment of delusion. Everything is just so twisted in his mind. He truly lives in a world of his own making, completely detached from reality. But I really, really hope this doesn't escalate any further. I dread to think what he'll do next.
Actually, there's something else I haven't told you about, Clara, because I didn't want to worry you any more than you already are. It's something I heard that's a bit concerning from one of our colleagues.
Huh? What could possibly be more concerning than this, Liam? What did you hear? You're making me even more nervous now. Please, just tell me.
Hey, where are you right now, Clara? Are you still at home? I'm waiting. We're all waiting.
Excuse me? I am, in fact, at home enjoying my weekend. Why on earth are you asking? It's Saturday. You have absolutely no right to demand to know my schedule or my whereabouts.
What? Still at home? What in the world are you talking about? The wedding venue is over a 30-minute drive from your place, isn't it? You should have left ages ago. We have a strict schedule to keep. Do you have any idea how much effort has gone into planning this day?
Wedding venue? What wedding are you even referring to, Mark? Did I miss some kind of incredibly important event today? Because as far as my personal calendar is concerned, there is absolutely nothing scheduled for today.
What are you, seriously? What is wrong with you, Clara? How much more do you intend to make a fool of me? It's our wedding day, for crying out loud. Our wedding! The one we've been planning for months! Are you trying to deliberately sabotage this?
Huh? My wedding? You're talking about my wedding. What are you possibly saying, Mark? Are you feeling all right? This sounds completely illogical.
What am I saying? Everyone is already here waiting. All the guests have arrived. My family is all settled in. The caterers are ready. It's ridiculous that the bride is the only one who hasn't shown up yet. It's an absurd situation, an utter embarrassment. I don't know why, but none of our colleagues are here yet, which is confusing, but all of my relatives are. They're all asking where you are. Get here right now. I mean it, Clara. You have precisely 10 minutes to get to the venue. That's your grace period. If you understand, then get your lazy self here immediately. Don't make me come and drag you here myself.
You need to absolutely, under no circumstances, call me you like that again. It's completely disrespectful, degrading, and utterly meaningless. You are speaking to a colleague, and you will address me with respect.
What's wrong with me calling you you? You're gonna be my wife, Clara. You're gonna be mine, and my wife has no right to complain about how I address her. It's a term of endearment. And besides, you overslept and you're not even offering an apology? What is wrong with you? Just because you have a pretty face, don't you dare get carried away and think you can treat me like this. If I decide to discard you, Clara, no one else will ever give you the time of day, you hear me? You'll be alone and regretful, and seriously, for a wedding that's already taken place, the bride being late is just unforgivable. It's completely disrespectful to me, to my family, and to everyone who's come here. If you don't get here right now, I'm prepared to call off the entire engagement. Do you understand?
The wedding, as in my wedding, was last week, Mark. It was a beautiful ceremony, and I was there on time.
Huh? What are you talking about right now?
Me? Your wife? Mark Davies, that's absolutely impossible, isn't it? We are simply colleagues, nothing more, nothing less. Your delusional fantasies are getting out of hand.
Clara, what are you saying? Are you dreaming? Are you still half asleep and hallucinating?
Aren't you the one who's dreaming, Mark? So utterly lost in your own fantasies that you're called the delusional prince. That's what people call you, isn't it? That's the nickname everyone at work uses behind your back, because your grasp on reality is so tenuous.
Delusional prince? What in the world are you even talking about? That's not a very nice nickname, Clara.
Prince is far too complimentary a title for you. Perhaps delusional old man would be more accurate. The truth is I married Mr. Evans last week, you know. We even formally announced our wedding within the department. Everyone was informed. Furthermore, I have never, not once, dated you, Mr. Takagi, nor do I recall ever receiving a marriage proposal from you. So I must ask, with genuine bewilderment, how on earth did you arrive at the conclusion that you and I are getting married? It defies all logic and reality.
Huh? Evans? Why is Evans' name even being brought up now? What does he have to do with anything? Why are you mentioning him at our wedding?
Why? Because Liam Evans is my husband. Our wedding was last week, as I just told you, and it was a wonderful ceremony. So what wedding are you referring to today, Mark? I genuinely had no idea you were getting married, but if that's truly the case, then congratulations. I sincerely wish you all the happiness in the world. Enjoy your day.
What are you talking about, Clara? What is all this nonsense? Aren't you and I getting married? My relatives are all here waiting. They all came for you. What are you trying to pull? This is an elaborate hoax, isn't it?
Are you being serious right now, Mark? Or is this some kind of incredibly disturbing joke? Because if you are serious, then you have a profound misunderstanding of reality. You and I are just colleagues from work. That's all. We have absolutely no other connection whatsoever. So how did this idea of us getting married even materialize in your mind? I don't know what bizarre fantasy you're living in, but the mere suggestion that such a thing is happening is deeply unsettling and frankly offensive to me. Please, for your own sake, try to grasp reality and cease this absurd behavior.
Hey, you're the one who needs to stop being so delusional, Clara. I've already paid the wedding venue fees in full. Thousands of dollars gone. And today is the day of the wedding, and the bride, you, Clara, are the only one not here. It's an absolutely outrageous situation.
You reserved a wedding venue and genuinely believed it was for your wedding with me, Clara Davies, and you did it entirely of your own initiative without any discussion or agreement with me whatsoever? Is that what you're telling me, Mark? Because that sounds like an incredibly foolish and unilateral decision.
Genuinely believed? What do you mean by that, Clara? It's the truth, isn't it? Why you aren't here, I have no idea. And why Liam's name keeps coming up, I can't fathom. But the atmosphere at the venue is getting incredibly awkward, and people are starting to stare and whisper. My family is looking at me with concern. Hurry up and get here. If you come now, I won't be angry. Hey, Mark, that's enough. You need to stop this right now, you hear me? It's me, Liam, and I have had enough of you talking to my wife like this. What's with that tone? Aren't you being incredibly rude to a senior colleague, Liam? You have no right to speak to me like that. I demand respect. Clara was looking visibly upset, staring at her phone on her day off, so I asked her what was wrong. And when I saw these utterly disgusting and harassing text messages you've been sending, I couldn't believe my eyes. Aren't you utterly ashamed of yourself for sending such hateful, manipulative, and delusional messages? Clara and I are already publicly married within the company. We've made it clear to everyone multiple times. If you, Mark, somehow managed to miss that crucial piece of information, then it's solely your fault. It's because you're constantly late for morning meetings, constantly missing important announcements, and you're always glued to your phone playing games instead of listening. You are willfully ignorant. Everything that's happening right now is a direct consequence of your own negligence, your lack of professionalism, and your profound self-absorption. You have no one to blame but yourself. Mark, let me be unequivocally clear. There was never, ever any factual basis for you and Clara to be dating. That is a complete fabrication of your own deluded mind. And I, as well as all of our colleagues and senior staff, are well aware of your consistent tendency to misinterpret situations. However, for you to continue sending these harassing text messages, completely disregarding Clara's clearly stated feelings and boundaries, demonstrates a level of persistence, obsession, and disregard for others that is simply unacceptable. There is a limit to our patience, Mark, and you have well and truly reached it. Don't you think it's high time you finally stopped this utterly pathetic charade? What utterly meaningless nonsense are you spouting now, Liam? You're talking gibberish. You're just trying to confuse me. You're the one spouting meaningless nonsense, Mark. Get a grip. Calm down. You're completely out of control. What are you gonna do about the wedding now, you ask? You've already prepared everything, haven't you? That's completely irrelevant to Clara and me, isn't it? You orchestrated this entire charade on your own, didn't you? Without any input or consent from Clara. It's perfectly understandable that none of our colleagues showed up. Who in their right mind would attend a wedding with such an incomprehensible and bizarre invitation? One that only listed the groom's name and was sent out without any prior announcement from the actual couple. It was an obvious setup. Incomprehensible? What on earth are you talking about, Liam? I was respecting Clara's wish to keep our relationship a secret from the company. That's why I only put the groom's name on the wedding invitation. Writing only the groom's name on a wedding invitation is highly unusual and frankly quite suspicious, isn't it, Mark? And everyone at work had already observed your persistent and frankly creepy text messages to Clara for a long time. Your behavior was not subtle, so it was quite clear to everyone that this was likely just a childish prank meant to compete with my and Clara's actual wedding. That's why none of our colleagues bothered to show up. In reality, there was no actual wedding to begin with, other than the one you concocted in your own mind, so it's a good thing they didn't come, isn't it? If they had actually shown up, you would have been even more utterly humiliated. That's a lie, isn't it? You're making all of this up to hurt me. Listen, Mark. Clara and I are going to keep this incident to ourselves for now. We won't reveal to the entire workplace that you genuinely misunderstood the situation and attempted to force this ludicrous imaginary wedding. It would be incredibly embarrassing for you if that information got out, wouldn't it? So for the last time, do not send another strange, harassing text message to Clara. Do you understand? This is your last chance! Then what about the wedding, Liam? Huh? My relatives are already here! What am I supposed to do about the wedding? Clara, can't you come? Please, she has to come! It seems completely pointless to say anything more to you, Mark. You are simply not grasping reality. This is our final warning. Do not, under any circumstances, send another unpleasant message to Clara. Any further harassment from you will be considered a declaration of war, and we will respond with appropriate legal action. We've had enough of your delusion. Clara, what are you gonna do about this? You need to fix this! This is all your fault!
What do you mean, what are you going to do? I explicitly told you not to contact me again, didn't I, Mark? Are you deliberately ignoring my boundaries? Now, is Liam not around right now or something? You are completely incomprehensible.
What are you talking about? Because you didn't show up at the wedding yesterday, Clara. My life was turned upside down. I was utterly humiliated. The entire wedding had to be canceled. What exactly are you going to do to compensate me for this disaster? You owe me everything.
That was entirely your doing, Mark, wasn't it? You orchestrated this whole charade. When you ask me, what are you going to do about it, all I can honestly say is that there is absolutely nothing I can do. This situation is a direct consequence of your actions, your delusions, and your refusal to accept reality, not mine. I bear no responsibility for your choices.
What is that? You're being so irresponsible, Clara. You led me on!
Irresponsible? Excuse me? To mislead someone into believing they're getting married and then not show up for the wedding is practically a new form of fraud, isn't it?
I was the victim here? Your marriage to Liam is a total fabrication, isn't it? You're just trying to corner me and make my life miserable.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, Mark. Your words make no sense to me whatsoever.
I'll sue you for fraud. I'll also demand compensation for all of the wedding expenses. I'm gonna make you profoundly regret the disrespectful way you've treated me, Clara. So, you'd better be prepared for the full force of the law to come down on you!
Understood, Mark. And you should also be prepared for the consequences.
The manager called me in, Clara. He told me to apologize to you. Can you believe that? I told him I wasn't in the wrong, that I was the victim, but he wouldn't listen. The atmosphere at work is so strange now. What in the world is going on? I'm the victim here, Clara!
How on earth can you possibly arrive at the conclusion that you are the victim in this situation, Mark? What you were engaged in was relentless, delusional stalking, pure and simple. You were causing such a significant nuisance and a legal liability that Mr. Evans felt compelled to inform the manager. Furthermore, the matter of those unauthorized, fabricated wedding invitations you sent out has now spread throughout the entire company, making you a subject of ridicule. Don't you think you're actually incredibly fortunate that you haven't become a complete laughingstock?
So you're seriously telling me that I have to genuinely apologize to you, Clara? After all this? I got yelled at by the manager because of you! My career is on the line!
It's not my fault, Mark, and you are still not willing to offer a sincere apology, are you? It seems you still believe you've done nothing wrong. Well, in that case, I will have nothing further to do with this matter. My involvement ends here.
So what about the wedding expenses, Clara? Huh? I paid for everything! I paid the entire amount myself! Thousands of dollars gone! There's no refund, and who's gonna compensate me for that loss? The venue insisted they explained all the cancellation policies, so I ended up bearing the full cost. You didn't even show up to the wedding, and you unilaterally decided to cancel on the day, so it's natural you would be responsible for the cost.
Please, that's enough. Mark, your accusations are baseless. If you're not willing to offer a genuine apology, then this conversation is over. If you wish to pursue legal action, then by all means feel free to do so. However, I highly doubt you'll find a lawyer willing to take on such a frivolous case, and even if you do, you have absolutely no chance of winning. If you have no desire to squander any more of your money pointlessly, I strongly advise you to calm down and abandon this irrational pursuit. It's for your own good.
All my savings are gone because of the wedding preparations, and it's the absolute worst. My life is ruined. Why am I the one who was clearly deceived, enduring this terrible fate? My relatives are absolutely furious with me. My reputation is in tatters. They've even declared me a disgrace to the family and completely disowned me. I have nowhere to go. Do you have any idea how I feel, Clara?
I don't understand at all, Mark, and I have absolutely no intention of trying to understand your distorted perspective. Frankly, I find your self-pity to be rather sickening. In fact, I wholeheartedly agree with your family's sentiments. What a truly pitiful family to have to deal with you. The only thing you can do now, Mark, is to calm down. I strongly recommend that you start working on becoming more rational, more grounded in reality as soon as possible. It's your only path forward. Now, if you'll excuse me, please return to your work. Liam, thank you for speaking to the manager for me today. I really appreciate you stepping in. I truly hope the prince will finally calm down and be rational now, and that this ordeal is finally over.
Yeah, well, Clara, that's probably an impossible wish, unfortunately. It seems he's simply incapable of true introspection.
Huh? What do you mean, Liam? What happened? Did he do something else?
It seems he's managed to make an even bigger mess of things, Clara. He's truly outdone himself this time. I'm gonna have to deal with it, and it might get pretty serious. Much more serious than I initially anticipated.
What do you mean serious? You're okay, aren't you, Liam? And I'm okay, right? Nothing more can happen to us, can it?
Both you and I are perfectly fine, Clara, and we'll remain safe. But he certainly isn't. He's really dug himself into a hole. I think it's about time we made him disappear from our lives for good. Permanently.
Please, tell me everything that happened. I need to understand what you mean, Liam. Don't leave me in the dark.
I've been placed on home confinement, and I even received a formal notice of termination from my job. Can you believe this, Clara? My career is over. I'm ruined. I was simply deceived, and I just tweeted about it. That's all I did.
Are you still asserting that you're not at fault even now, Mark? Do you still genuinely believe you're the victim here? Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused for the company's reputation and daily operations? This is reaching the level of a formal lawsuit for significant damages, Mark. And regarding your termination notice, wasn't it actually just a recommendation for voluntary resignation? I would say that's remarkably lenient considering your actions.
Clara, are you gonna blame me even further? I didn't even do anything wrong. I don't know how else I can show you that I am completely innocent here. I just can't understand why you insist on trying to spin all of this blame on me when you were the one who didn't tell me that you were married in the first place. Surely you should be able to understand how that makes it so you and I both share the blame equally here, right?
Is that supposed to be some kind of sick joke or something? Let me make something perfectly clear to you, Mark. You are entitled to exactly none of the details of my personal life, and I am not required to share a single shred of information with you at all. You really need to learn what it means when a woman says no. I was not playing hard to get or trying to be cute or anything like that. I was telling you to back off because you were being a total creep. And stop calling me by my first name. You are crossing a line. You've gone too far. Regarding the relentless, obsessive harassment you've inflicted upon me, I will be pursuing a lawsuit for significant damages through my lawyer. You will be held accountable.
Are you serious, Clara? You can't do that? Come on. I don't understand how you could just turn around and treat me like this. It's not like I really even did anything if you really think about it. There's nobody who was hurt by my actions or anything like that at all, right? I don't understand how you could turn around and treat me this way.
I never thought I'd be asked that question by you, of all people, Mark. But yes, I am perfectly sane. When you told me I'd gained weight, I honestly thought to myself, is this man truly sane? Does he even have a mirror?
What? You're saying it pretty clearly now, aren't you? You're being cruel.
I mean that before you mock someone else's physical appearance, you should take a good, long look at your own, Mark. You need to correct your own self-perception before you utter another word about anyone else. You won't need to speak with me again anyway. You'll likely be forced to leave the company, and we will ensure that. And my husband and I will be seeking significant damages, which means you'll have to pay us. You better start looking for a new job quickly.
I'm sorry. I apologize for everything I've done, but I can't pay for damages. I used all my savings on the wedding expenses, so I have nothing left. I'm completely broke. Please don't say that. Don't ruin me completely. I have no money. I truly apologize.
Far too late. If only, just for a moment, before you posted that defamatory tweet, you had paused, reflected, and offered a sincere apology, perhaps the outcome would have been different. But what's done is done. There is no turning back now. You made your choices and you must face the consequences. If you contact me again, just one more time, I will be reporting this to the police. This is a final, non-negotiable warning. Goodbye. Forever.
It looks like Mark finally found a new job, Clara. He said he'll pay the compensation once he gets his first paycheck. He seemed quite remorseful, but who knows if he'll actually follow through.
You don't think we were too easy on him, do you, Liam? Maybe we should have taken everything we could get from him in one go, just to make sure he really learned his lesson.
I considered that, Clara, believe me. But if we burdened him with too much debt, it might just become another headache for us down the line. I figured it's better if he just pays us when he's able to. The goal wasn't really about the money anyway, was it? It was about getting him to calm down and realize the gravity of his actions, and to make him disappear from our lives.
You're right, Liam. That's true. The most important thing by far is that we never have to deal with him again. It seems like he's finally reflected on his behavior, at least somewhat. He moved away and apologized to his parents, and they're apparently helping him out, so he didn't get completely disowned.
That's a good outcome for him then, isn't it? He probably wouldn't have come to his senses otherwise. The Prince of Delusion. He needed a significant shock.
You're right about that, Liam. He truly needed to hit rock bottom. But all of this has been incredibly exhausting for you too, hasn't it, Liam? Spiritually, emotionally? Please take care of yourself now.
Yes, I will, my love. For the baby's sake, too. I'll try to rest a bit more.
When he told me I'd put on weight, it stung a little, even though it was creepy. I guess he was paying attention in his own twisted way. It was a strange realization.
He won't ever be a part of our lives again, Clara, and I'll make absolutely sure of that. He is permanently out of the picture. I'll protect you from anyone who tries to harm you. From now on, I truly hope our lives are free from stress, filled with peace, and overflowing with joy.
I truly hope so too, Liam. You're always there for me, always supporting me, and I truly appreciate it more than words can say. Thank you, always. I really rely on you, more than you know. From now on, too, you are my rock, my partner, my everything. Mark's silence was a relief, a palpable absence that brought immediate calm. Liam was right. He eventually found a new job and started paying the compensation, a small but consistent reminder of the ordeal. My own parents, when they finally grasped the full extent of his delusion, were horrified, but relieved that Liam and I were safe. The whole company breathed a collective sigh, and while Mark became a cautionary tale whispered in hallways, his physical absence made the office feel normal again. We rarely heard from him directly after his legal agreement, and those few updates came through Liam, who handled everything with a quiet strength I deeply admired. It was a traumatic experience, a stark reminder of the fragile line between reality and obsession, but it ultimately strengthened our bond. Liam and I focused on our future, moving forward with a profound appreciation for our peace and the quiet joy of our growing family, forever grateful that the delusional prince was, at last, just a fading nightmare. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey, what's going on? Why didn't you come home? I made dinner, I waited for hours, and you never even called.
What, seriously? You texting me just for that?
It's not just that. I didn't only wait for you. I came home to an empty house. Your mom wasn't there either. No note, no message from either of you. I got worried.
Calm down. She's with me right now, so you don't have to freak out.
Wait, what? She's with you? So you're not working?
Nope. Tonight I took her out for dinner, just the two of us.
Why would you?
Because I'm about to close a massive deal at work, a contract that could totally change everything. We're just waiting on one final stamp and then it's official. When it goes through, I'm looking at a promotion, maybe even a senior position.
That's amazing news! I'm really happy for you. But you took your mom out to celebrate?
Of course I did. Who else would I share this kind of moment with?
Not me?
Come on, don't get all emotional now. We've only been married, like a year? My mom, she's been by my side since day one. She raised me alone, worked herself to the bone. Everything I am today, I owe to her. This is her moment, too.
I understand that, I really do. You wanting to honor her, thank her, that's beautiful. But we're married, we're building a life together. When something great happens, shouldn't we be part of it together?
Wow, listen to you talk like you've earned something.
What?
You think you're owed a seat at the table just because you live in the same house as me?
I'm your wife. I care about you, support you, try to make things easier for you at home. Isn't that worth something?
Support me? You mean mooch off me, right? You don't contribute anything real. You're living on my income.
That's not true. I work.
You're a janitor. You clean offices. That barely covers your phone bill, let alone rent or food.
It's still honest work. It may not earn as much, but I'm proud of what I do. I wake up early, I show up every day, I try to do it well.
Yeah, well, pride doesn't pay for the mortgage. Face it, in our household hierarchy, you're at the bottom, and bottom feeders don't get filet mignon.
That's disgusting. Do you even hear yourself?
You're the one who started talking like you deserved to be here with us tonight. I'm just reminding you of your place.
You're not just reminding me, you're belittling me. You are throwing my job, my worth, everything I've done for you, back in my face.
Because you need a reality check. You think being married to me means you're suddenly my equal? You're not! Not when you bring in pennies and expect fine dining.
So what? Because I don't earn as much, I'm not good enough to be included?
Damn right. I wouldn't bring someone like you into a high-class place like this. Imagine you walking in smelling like bleach and floor wax. You'd embarrass me.
You didn't have to say that. You didn't have to say it that way.
Well, maybe now you'll stop pretending this is a partnership. It's not. It's me carrying the weight and you tagging along for the ride.
You're wrong. You're so wrong. I may not make as much as you, but I work hard. I clean buildings so people like you can walk into your offices and act like kings. I don't deserve to be mocked for that.
I'm done with this. You're ruining my night. Go eat whatever you want on your own. Just don't expect me to pick up the pieces every time you feel sorry for yourself.
So that's it? I'm not allowed to be hurt? I'm not allowed to feel like your partner in anything?
If you want to feel important, try bringing something real to the table. Until then, stay in your lane.
Unbelievable. I gave up so much for this marriage, and now I'm just someone to be hidden away when things get nice?
You're making this harder than it needs to be. I'm not your therapist. This conversation's over.
You didn't just shut me out of dinner. You shut me out of your life. Diana, do you have a minute? Of course. What's going on? I'm just really upset right now. I needed someone to talk to before I explode. Oh no, that's not like you. Did you and Richard have a fight or something? A fight? That doesn't even begin to cover it. It feels like something broke between us tonight. Wow, that's serious? This is kind of deja vu, you know. I feel like we used to have these late-night chats all the time. Yeah, sorry. I must sound like I haven't grown up at all. Don't apologize. I'm your sister. Honestly, now that the kids are older and out of the house, I welcome the company. It's nice to be needed again. Thanks. So, Richard, he went out to dinner tonight without telling me. Well, maybe it was a business thing. Work dinners happen. No, that's the thing. He went out with his mother. Just the two of them. No notice, no text, nothing. Wait, what? Are you serious? Dead serious. He told me it was to celebrate some big deal at work that's about to go through. Some kind of contract that'll get him promoted. And he didn't invite you? Why not? He said it's all thanks to his mom. That she's the only one who deserves to celebrate it with him. So, he's a mama's boy now. I don't know. He was raised by a single mother, so I get the bond. I used to see that as a good thing, honestly. I thought it meant he was family-oriented, emotionally thoughtful. I never saw it as a red flag. So, basically, the mask slipped a year into marriage. Exactly. And it's not just about his mom. He talked down to me tonight. It wasn't just exclusion, it was dismissal, like I didn't matter at all. What did he say? He mocked my job. Said I'm just living off his money, that I don't deserve to be included in his success because I clean buildings for a living. He said I'm at the bottom of our household. Oh, hell no. He said that out loud. Word for word. He said he wouldn't bring someone dirty like me to a nice restaurant. Said I'd embarrass him. That's vile. That's not a husband. That's a narcissist with a superiority complex. I thought maybe he was just stressed. But the more he talked, the more it felt like he meant it, like he's been thinking this for a while. Patricia, that's emotional abuse. You don't treat your wife like some peasant because she doesn't wear a suit to work. I know, but part of me still feels ashamed. Like, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Maybe if I just smiled and let him celebrate, none of this would have happened. No, don't you dare turn this around on yourself. You've always been strong, independent, and you've worked hard your whole life. You clean buildings, yes, but you do it with pride. And dignity. Not many people can say that. Thank you. Have you told him how much it hurt? I tried. But he just brushed it off, said I was making it about me and ruining his moment. Then he told me to eat alone and stop bothering him. This isn't about a bad night, it's about respect, and he's showing you that you don't have any in his eyes. And the worst part? I thought I was lucky. When he proposed, I remember thinking, who else would want to marry a woman over 40 with a cleaning job and no children? He made me feel chosen, like I mattered. You do matter, and you don't need to cling to someone just because you think no one else will come along. You've got people who love you. You've got me. Yeah. I think I just didn't want to admit that the man I married isn't who I believed he was. That's one of the hardest things to face, but you can't ignore it forever. So, what now? I think I need to talk to him. Really talk. Because this coldness I've been feeling lately, it didn't start tonight. It's been building, and maybe I just didn't want to see it. You're seeing it now, and that's brave. I just wanted a partner, someone to walk with me through life, not someone who sees me as a stain on his reputation. Then don't let him treat you like one. You're not beneath anyone. And if he can't see that, you need to decide how much more of yourself you're willing to give to someone who won't meet you halfway. I'm scared. That's okay, but you're not alone. And no matter what happens, I'll be right here, every step of the way. Thank you, really. Thank you. You've always taken care of everyone else, Patricia. Maybe it's time to start taking care of you. Hey, are you coming home late again tonight?
For God's sake, I told you I'm swamped with work. I'm not sitting around doing nothing like you. I'm handling big projects, actual business.
I know you're busy. That's not what I'm upset about. We've been through this before, and back then you always texted or called. You never just disappeared on me like this.
Why the hell should I have to check in every time I work late?
Because I cook, I plan meals, I wait, because we live together and I deserve basic respect.
Well, actually, now that you mention it, I've been thinking, let's just stop eating together altogether.
What?
From now on, let's eat separately. You eat when you want, I'll eat when I want. Honestly, sitting down to a meal with you has become unbearable.
Excuse me?
Even Mom says she can't stand being around you anymore.
Why would she say something like that?
Because, I quote, a janitor for a daughter-in-law? She's filthy. I feel sick just being near her.
You said something similar yesterday. You realize how cruel that is, right? I clean for a living, yes, but I disinfect, sanitize, wear gloves. It's not shameful work.
Because I was holding it in, but I'm done pretending.
And until now, you've never said a word against it. Then tell me, why did you marry me in the first place? If you were disgusted, why pretend for even a day?
Because you were useful, that's it.
Useful?
Yeah, you could take care of the house, do the laundry, prep meals, stuff my mom used to do, but she's getting older now and I can't keep dumping it all on her. And eventually she'll need a caregiver. I figured you'd be perfect for the job.
You married me to be your mother's maid?
Exactly. I did it for Mom. I made a practical decision. Do you honestly think I'd choose to marry a wrinkled, low-income cleaning lady otherwise?
You're disgusting.
Oh, come on. Isn't that a touching reason? Taking care of my mother until her final breath? Doesn't that make me the ideal son?
No, it makes you a manipulative, heartless coward.
Don't act like you're some saint. In return, I gave you a decent life, didn't I? Better than whatever gutter you'd be in cleaning toilets.
I never asked for your money.
Whatever. From now on, I don't want to see you at the table. Your presence ruins the taste of my food. You can eat on the floor for all I care.
I'm not an animal, Richard.
Then you can leave. We can get divorced if it bothers you that much.
What?
You heard me. I'm about to get promoted. Real money's coming in. I'll hire professionals to care for Mom. I won't need you anymore. So go ahead, leave. But where will you go, huh? Back to scrubbing tiles for pennies? You wouldn't last a month without me.
Is that what you really believe? That I'm worthless without you?
I don't believe it. I know it. You're nothing without my name, my house, my paycheck. You're just a tired, aging janitor in a world that doesn't value women like you. So be smart. Bow your head, follow our rules, and we'll let you stay.
Let me stay?
Exactly. Accept your place. You're beneath us. Me and Mom. You exist to serve.
And you don't think you'll ever regret saying this?
Regret? You? Don't make me laugh.
No, I meant you, Richard. You really think I'll stay here and let you humiliate me?
You'll stay. You don't have a choice.
Then you don't know me at all.
Sure, let me know how the streets treat you. This house is mine. Everything in it is mine. You're just a guest, a disposable one.
You are wrong. So wrong. Enjoy your rules. I'll be gone before your next meal.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
What are you talking about now?
I saw you just now.
Saw me where?
At that fancy restaurant I told you about. I took Mom there again tonight, as usual, and guess who I see coming out?
Oh, that must have been a surprise.
Yeah, no kidding. You just strutted out like some damn celebrity, all dressed up. Who the hell gave you permission to eat there, huh? That place isn't for people like you.
I don't really see what the problem is. We agreed to eat separately from now on, didn't we? You insisted on that little rule, remember? So I went and enjoyed dinner. On my own. I followed your rule. Why are you yelling at me?
Because of the damn bill! That place costs a fortune! Tell me right now, how did you pay for it? Don't tell me you used my money for this.
No, I didn't. I'm not that shameless. Whenever I go out somewhere nice like that, I pay with my own money.
Your money? Don't make me laugh. Any money you have is part of our household finances. That's our money, not yours. It's called shared property, genius. You don't get to spend it like it's some personal allowance.
Then by your logic, shouldn't you be asking me before you eat out too?
That's different. I earn real money, a lot of it. Your pathetic little paychecks don't give you the right to blow it all on gourmet food. That money's supposed to go toward our life together.
You're very fond of double standards, aren't you? But don't worry, I didn't use money from my cleaning job.
What?
I said the money I used wasn't from cleaning. It was from my other income.
What other income?
From my companies, the ones I run as CEO.
What are you talking about? Are you high? You, a CEO?
Yes. I manage several companies, quietly of course. I don't advertise it, especially not at home.
Okay, now I know you're messing with me. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You don't have to believe me. Honestly, I don't care if you do or not. It doesn't change anything for me.
Then explain this. What about the whole cleaning lady routine? Was that just some elaborate lie?
No, that part was always true. I really do clean, still.
You expect me to believe that a rich CEO spends her time scrubbing toilets in her free time? Come on, at least make your lies believable.
It's not a lie. I clean to remind myself of who I used to be, of where I came from. Before I became successful, I struggled. I cleaned just to put food on the table. I do it now, from time to time, to stay grounded. To never forget how far I've come and what it felt like to have nothing.
This is so stupid. You're seriously trying to feed me this ridiculous story?
If it's too unbelievable, ask Diana. She's one of the few people who knows. She's seen the real me, behind the mop.
Oh, I will ask her. And if it turns out you're lying, you can bet your fancy dinner bill is coming back as a loan. I'll make you pay it back, every last cent, with interest.
Do what you have to do.
Diana, hey, it's Richard. Sorry to call you out of the blue.
Richard? Well, this is unexpected. Is something wrong?
Yeah, sort of. It's about Patricia. She's been saying some weird things lately.
Weird? Like what?
She suddenly claimed she owns a company, that she's some kind of CEO.
Oh, and you think that's strange?
Yes! I caught her eating at this ridiculously expensive restaurant, on her own, by the way, and when I asked what she thought she was doing spending my money like that, she just casually says, I paid for it myself. I'm a company president. Can you believe that?
And what exactly is the problem here?
The problem is I'm the one who brings in the income. She's a cleaner, Diana. You know that. No way she could afford stuff like that on her salary. So either she's lying or she's up to something shady.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe she paid for it with her own money? Money she earned without your help?
She said that, but come on, you and I both know what cleaners get paid. It's barely enough to cover rent, let alone luxury restaurants.
Actually, no. If what she said is true, and I believe it is, then she didn't use your money. She used hers.
Wait, you're taking her side now?
I'm not taking sides, Richard. I'm telling you the truth. Patricia is the president of a company. In fact, of multiple companies.
What? You're seriously telling me she's been running companies behind my back? Since when?
Since before she even met you. Let me explain. Back when she graduated college, it was during a time when jobs were almost impossible to come by. She couldn't get hired anywhere, not even for entry-level office work, so she took up cleaning jobs just to get by, and while doing that, she quietly saved money, learned what she could, and eventually started her own little business.
What kind of business?
Fashion, apparel. It started out small, selling handmade designs online, but they took off. Soon she had one store, then another, then she reinvested, branched out, and before long she had built something solid, something real. She doesn't brag, she doesn't flaunt it, but she's a serious entrepreneur now, more successful than most people I know.
So you're telling me she's actually rich?
Yes, but it's not just about the money, it's about how hard she worked for it. She built everything from scratch, with no support, no shortcuts, and certainly no help from men like you.
Then why the hell didn't she tell me any of this? We're married! Is that her idea of a healthy relationship? Just hiding everything from her husband?
She had her reasons. You weren't her first husband, you know. The last man she was with, he only saw her money. He married her, bled her dry emotionally, and tried to control her every step of the way. It took everything she had to get out of that. Since then, she's been careful about who she trusts, careful about what she reveals, especially to men.
So you're saying she just decided I wasn't worth trusting either?
She wanted to believe in you. She tried, but over time it became clear you weren't in love with her. You loved what she did for you, how she kept things clean, how she made your life easier, how she never complained. You saw her as useful, not as an equal.
Is that what she told you?
Yes, and you know what? I believe her. Because I've seen the way you talk about her, the way you treat her like a servant in her own home.
That's not fair. I've taken care of her. I've provided for her.
She didn't need your provision. She needed your respect.
So what now? You expect us to just get a divorce over this nonsense?
Yes, I think that would be best for both of you. She deserves someone who sees her as a partner, not a tool. And you, well, maybe you need some time to reflect on what it really means to be with someone.
You don't get to dictate what happens in my marriage. Diana, listen to me carefully. Don't you dare go running your mouth to Patricia. You have no right to interfere. None!
I'm not interfering, Richard. I'm simply supporting someone I care about. And that means helping her see the truth, that she deserves better than what she settled for.
You think I don't want her to be happy? I do! I'll make her happy! I just need you to stay out of this and stop poisoning her against me!
If you truly wanted her happiness, you'd let her go. You'd let her be free to live without hiding who she really is.
You've said enough. Thanks for the information, but I'll handle things from here. Just stay out of it, all right?
You don't get to tell me what to do, Richard. Not now. Not ever.
Fine, whatever. Thanks for enlightening me. Guess I never really knew my own wife.
No, Richard. You just never bothered to.
Patricia, where the hell did you go?
Excuse me?
I came home early, I canceled dinner plans, walked out of the restaurant because I wanted to talk to you. I get home and you're just gone. No note, no message. What the hell is going on?
I thought we agreed to stop monitoring each other's every move. Wasn't that what you said last week? That we needed space? So why do I owe you an explanation now?
Look, I know, I said some things, stupid, mean things. I was stressed, work's been overwhelming, and I took it out on you. That's not right, that's not fair. I'm sorry, okay?
Apology noted, but I've stopped waiting for them to mean anything.
Pat, don't say that, please. I'm trying to fix this. I swear to you, I'll never talk to you like that again. I'll never make you feel small again. Can we just sit down, talk about things? Maybe have a drink together like we used to? Talk about where this family is going?
A drink?
Yeah, just something simple. You and me on the couch. No yelling, no accusations, just us. Isn't that what we need?
You mean like the us you dismissed 2 nights ago? Or the us you walked out on last month when you said this marriage was dead weight?
I was angry. I didn't mean half the crap I said. You know how I get when pressure builds up at work.
You lash out at me. That's how you get.
I'm telling you, it won't happen again. And my mom, she's been saying she wants to talk with you too. She's worried about you.
Now that's funny. Your mother couldn't stand me 2 weeks ago. She practically cheered when we stopped eating dinner together. Now she wants to talk? Is that because she heard about my company?
Well, I mean, yeah, I didn't realize you were a CEO. That was news to all of us.
Oh, save it. You didn't care what I did until you realized I had more money than you. I've met plenty of men like you, charming when it suits them, full of empty promises when things slip from their grasp. Don't think I can't see through you.
Come on, that's not fair.
What isn't fair is the way you treated me. You ridiculed my work, dismissed my ideas, rolled your eyes every time I spoke up. I begged you to go to therapy. You laughed. I asked for support. You said I was being dramatic, and now suddenly I'm worth listening to again?
All right, fine. If this is all about money...
Don't twist this. It was never about money. It's about respect. Which you've never given me.
So what, you're just leaving?
Yes, I'm not coming back to that house.
Are you kidding me right now? What are you even saying?
I'm saying it's over. This marriage is over. I want a divorce.
You can't be serious. Over this?
Over years of this. Over constant emotional neglect. Over insults you call jokes and tantrums you call just stress. I've made up my mind, Brad. I've already moved into a new apartment. I'll have the divorce papers sent to you by the end of the week.
You're gonna throw everything away just like that? What about everything we built together?
You mean the life I built while you scoffed at every step? Let's be clear, most of the assets I earned before we got married. They're mine, legally and morally.
You still made money during the marriage? You know damn well I'm entitled to a share!
Yes, marital assets will be divided, but don't think for a second you're walking away with half of what I built alone. Also, let's not forget why we're divorcing. Your treatment of me was the cause, which means by law, you get less. A lot less.
Wait, what? That's not fair!
You're welcome to take that up with my attorney, but I'll be seeking alimony and damages. You'll be hearing from them soon.
This is insane! You're acting like I'm some monster! I'm not! People fight! Couples fight! It's normal!
You're right. Couples do fight. But this wasn't fighting. This was a slow erosion of love and trust and safety. And I won't spend another year hoping you'll change.
So that's it? You're just gonna disappear and let the lawyers do the rest?
Exactly. I won't engage in screaming matches. I won't be manipulated by last-minute guilt. And I won't waste any more time trying to fix something you destroyed piece by piece.
Patricia, wait, don't do this!
Goodbye, Brad. And please, have the dignity not to turn this into a circus. Handle it through your lawyer. I'm done giving you more than you deserve.
You really think you can just do that and walk away like nothing happened?
Excuse me?
Don't act innocent with me. We're divorced. Yeah, I got that loud and clear. But that doesn't mean you get to keep screwing with my life.
I haven't done a thing. In fact, I've gone out of my way to avoid any contact with you. That was the whole point of the divorce, wasn't it?
Then why the hell did the deal fall through? I had that contract locked. It was practically done, and then poof, gone. And you know what they told me?
Let me guess, that the company declined to move forward?
No! They said you pulled the plug! Your company! Because apparently you're the damn CEO! And all it took was one word from you and it was over!
Correct. I did cancel it.
Unbelievable! You don't see anything wrong with that?
No, I don't. I told you, I don't want anything to do with you. Professionally, personally, entirely.
That doesn't give you the right to sabotage my work! You're abusing your position just to get back at me!
Is that what you've convinced yourself of? Let me make something very clear. It was a mistake from the beginning that we were even considering working with your company. You had nothing we needed.
Then why did it get as far as it did?
Because I let it. I knew you were struggling, complaining about poor performance, lack of recognition. You sounded so desperate, I figured giving you a win might help you get back on your feet. Call it pity. But once the divorce went through, I realized there was no reason to keep pretending.
So, the whole thing, you were just humoring me?
Yes, and for the record, my team never wanted to greenlight it. They were relieved when I told them we weren't moving forward. The decision was unanimous after I told them the connection to you was no longer relevant.
Do you have any idea what this cost me? This deal was my ticket to promotion! I already spent money on my mom, on gifts, on promises I can't afford anymore! And then your damn alimony payments on top of that?
That's not my problem, Brad. You created this mess. Maybe next time, don't blow through cash you haven't earned yet.
You ruined me! You wanted to see me fail!
No, you did that all by yourself. All I did was stop protecting you from consequences, which I should have done years ago.
Patricia, please! Just this one deal! Let it go through! I'll stay out of your life forever after that, I swear!
You already promised to stay out of my life. Funny how quickly that crumbles when things stop going your way.
I'm begging you! I've got nothing left! If I don't land this deal or something like it, I'm done! No promotion, no money, no career! This job, it's all I have! Don't take that too!
That job was your responsibility, not mine. You don't get to come crawling back and ask for favors after all the damage you did.
I get it, okay? I was a jerk, a bad husband, but I'm not asking for love or forgiveness. I'm just asking for mercy.
You should have thought about that before you tore me down, laughed at my ideas, ignored my boundaries, and treated me like an inconvenience. You don't get to ask for kindness now that karma's collecting the debt.
So that's it? You're gonna let me drown?
You're not drowning, Brad. You're finally standing in the flood you poured on everyone else for years.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
No, honestly, it's exhausting. But it is necessary. I'm not just protecting myself anymore. I have employees who count on me. A company culture to uphold. We don't work with bullies or manipulators, especially not washed-up salesmen with an ego problem and no track record.
You think you're better than everyone just because you made some money?
No, I think I'm better than you, because I built something with integrity while you coasted on arrogance and favors. And now those favors have dried up.
God, you're heartless!
No, I just finally grew a spine. You used to call me weak for caring too much. Now that I don't care at all, you call me cruel. Make up your mind.
So what now? You just walk away?
That's the plan. There's no deal, no loophole, no redemption arc. Just a clean break, exactly what I asked for when I signed the divorce papers.
You'll regret this.
I already regret ever trusting you in the first place. Now please, leave. And if you show up again uninvited, my legal team will make sure you regret that too.
You really mean that?
Every word. Now get out of my life. After everything that happened, I heard that Richard tried really hard at his sales job, but despite his efforts, he couldn't close a single contract. Because of that, he was eventually transferred to a dead-end department, basically a desk job where there was nothing meaningful to do. It wasn't surprising, really. He had always been treated as a burden by the company, and it seemed like this transfer was just the next step in pushing him aside. With no steady income and a worsening financial situation, things between Richard and his mother started to deteriorate badly. Their relationship grew tense and uncomfortable. Eventually, they decided to live separately within the same house, each taking a different room just to avoid constantly clashing or interfering in each other's lives. I heard this from a family member, and it made me realize just how fragile their family ties had become. Meanwhile, I'm still managing my own company while also working as a cleaner to make ends meet. This whole experience has been a harsh lesson. It made me painfully aware that I really have no talent for judging character, especially in men. I gave too much trust, only to be hurt in return. But after deciding to live on my own and rely on myself from now on, I feel much more at peace. My mind is clearer. And I carry a lighter heart than ever before. I'm no longer weighed down by past mistakes or the burden of others' drama. One thing I keep thinking about is my sister, who has always stood by me no matter what. I want her to be truly happy, and I wonder what I can do to support her in her own life. She's been my rock, and it's time I try to be hers too. That's where I'm at now. Moving forward, focusing on myself, and hoping for better days for both of us. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.